Have you ever experienced living without heat during winter? LeBron James has. He's even had to live out of his mother's car. LeBron didn't have sleepovers just for fun. He slept on friends' couches out of necessity. Today, he's an NBA superstar and one of the wealthiest athletes in history. Here's the incredible story of LeBron's journey from rags to riches and a breakdown of the financial moves that helped him go from broke to a billionaire. LeBron James spent much of his childhood without a permanent home. His mother, Gloria, had him when she was just 16, and by the time LeBron was 3, his grandmother had passed away. With no heat in their old rundown house, Gloria had to constantly move to keep LeBron safe from the brutal Ohio winters. They often stayed with relatives or friends for weeks at a time, with LeBron sleeping on old, worn-out couches. Of the 160 school days in his 4th grade year, LeBron was absent for 82. Then one day, LeBron found his guardian angel. That angel's name was Frank Walker Sr., whose son, Frank Jr., played Pee-wee football with LeBron. When Frank learned of LeBron's living situation, he offered for LeBron to stay with his family while Gloria worked to stabilize her life. It was a tough decision for Gloria, but she agreed, and at 9 years old, LeBron became part of the Walker family. For the first time in his life, LeBron experienced stability. He had perfect attendance in 5th grade and maintained a B+ average. Around that time, he also started playing AAU basketball and soon developed a deep love for the game. By 6th grade, Gloria found steady employment and an apartment, and LeBron moved back in with her. Despite all the challenges, LeBron never stopped honing his basketball skills, and by 8th grade, he was already dunking. As a high school freshman, LeBron led his St. Vincent St. Mary team to an undefeated season and a state title. As a sophomore, he averaged 25.2 points, 7.2 rebounds, 5.8 assists, and 3.8 steals per game, leading St. Vincent St. Mary to another state championship. Before his junior season, LeBron graced the covers of Slam and Sports Illustrated, becoming the most popular high school basketball player of all time. Life had improved for LeBron and his mom, but they weren't rich yet. However, it seemed like a change was on the horizon. When LeBron was a senior, his mother gifted him a $50,000 Hummer H2, which sparked national controversy. At the time, they were living on public assistance in a modest 2-bedroom apartment in Akron. It seemed impossible they could afford such a luxury, but LeBron was only months away from being the top pick in the NBA draft, making it a safe bet for them to lend him the car. Although LeBron hadn't yet been drafted, he was already socializing with pro athletes and rappers, driving an expensive car, yet still struggling financially. This next financial move, however, was truly remarkable, showing how incredibly smart LeBron was. While still at St. Vincent St. Mary, Reebok offered him $10 million to sign with them exclusively, bypassing any meetings with Nike and Adidas. At 18 years old, LeBron had been homeless for much of his life, and here he was holding a $10 million offer. While most people would have jumped at that amount of money, LeBron turned it down, realizing that other shoe brands would be eager to sign him, so he waited for a better offer. The very next day, he sat in a high school classroom, broke as ever, knowing that an injury could ruin his chances of ever seeing that kind of money again. Yet, he bet on himself, and this was just the first of many smart financial decisions. After months of negotiations, Reebok came back with an offer of $115 million. But in May 2003, LeBron signed with Nike, agreeing to a 7-year, $87 million deal. He chose Nike because he believed it would be a better long-term fit, despite Reebok offering $28 million more. If LeBron had signed with Reebok at the outset, they would have likely paid him much less. But by rejecting their first offer, he forced the shoe companies to compete against each other, driving up the price. Ultimately, LeBron signed the largest shoe deal ever for a rookie, even before being drafted. 1 month later, during the 2003 NBA draft, LeBron was selected as the #1 overall pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. His first NBA contract was worth $18 million over 4 years, meaning that LeBron had signed 2 contracts worth over $100 million before even playing a single minute of NBA basketball. LeBron lived up to the hype, becoming the NBA Rookie of the Year in 2004, and in 2005 he was named to the All-NBA Second Team and the All-Star Team. With this early success, the interest in LeBron grew, and he became a brand ambassador for major companies like Coca-Cola, State Farm, Samsung, and McDonald's. In 2006, the Cavaliers offered LeBron a maximum rookie extension, which he accepted for 4 more years and $60 million. While he could have signed for 5 years, LeBron opted for more flexibility, a choice he often repeated in his business decisions. In 2010, after his contract ended, LeBron became a free agent and made his decision public in a nationally televised special watched by 13 million people. During the decision, LeBron announced that he would take his talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat. Though it was widely criticized and he was hated by much of the NBA world, the special raised over $7 million, which LeBron donated to the Boys and Girls Clubs and other charities. LeBron signed a 6-year, $110 million contract with Miami, which included an early termination clause after 4 years. Interestingly, LeBron, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh each sacrificed over $10 million of their salaries so that all three could fit under the salary cap. In 2011, LeBron suffered the heartbreak of losing the NBA Finals to the Dallas Mavericks, but the following year he bounced back, leading the Heat to a championship victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder. The next season, the Heat repeated as champions. But in 2014, after another loss, LeBron returned to Cleveland, promising to bring a championship to his hometown. LeBron's contract structure also proved to be a financial genius move. Rather than sign a long-term deal, he opted for short-term contracts with player options. This gave him leverage over the Cavaliers and kept them on their toes, knowing that he could leave at any time. In 2015, after the Cavs regained his bird rights, LeBron signed another short-term deal, ensuring that he'd benefit from an incoming TV deal that would raise the salary cap. In 2016, after leading the Cavaliers to a historic NBA title, LeBron cashed in, signing a $100 million 3-year contract. This made him the highest-paid player in the NBA at that time, though it also meant he had been underpaid for much of his career. LeBron more than made up for it with smart investments. LeBron began realizing the power of equity and ownership after joining Miami. In 2011, he bought a 2% stake in Liverpool FC for $6.5 million, and today, the club's value has skyrocketed to over $4.5 billion. His shares in Fenway Sports Group, which owns Liverpool, the Boston Red Sox, and the Pittsburgh Penguins, have turned into substantial wealth. LeBron also made savvy moves with endorsements. Instead of just receiving cash, he earned equity in Beats by Dre, and when Beats was sold to Apple for $3 billion, LeBron earned around $30 million plus stock in Apple that tripled in value. He also made an investment in Blaze Pizza, which turned a $1 million investment into over $30 million. LeBron's business savvy continued with a lifetime deal with Nike worth over $30 million annually. He invested in companies like Beachbody and Apple, Lyft, and more. In 2014, he co-founded Uninterrupted, a digital platform for athletes to share their stories, and in 2020, his marketing agency and Spring Hill Entertainment became a major player in movie production. They produced films like Space Jam 2 and the Muhammad Ali documentary. In 2021, Spring Hill sold a share for $725 million, and LeBron remained the largest shareholder. In 2022, Forbes named LeBron a billionaire, making him the 3rd ever athlete to achieve that status. LeBron will finish the 2023 season with $435 million earned from the NBA alone, and with his investments and endorsement deals, he's set to earn around $100 million annually after retirement. From a kid who had to couch surf to survive, LeBron's story proves that he truly is the chosen one and the king.